Last night in, where was I? Kentucky. They ran me out of there. Doesn't matter that my grandmother's buried there. Doesn't matter that's where my family from. It's still where they ran me out. I'm happy to be here. Say you've been a great audience is an understatement. To say you've been a fantastic audience compared to last night is celestial. I really appreciate you listening to these songs. So, quick story, if you'll have it. You never know these days when anyone get offended. So, about 12 years ago, when the Smashing Pumpkins returned gloriously to the stage, and only 50% though. We're 75 now, but we were 50% then. And we did 9 shows in Asheville, North Carolina. And then we proceeded to San Francisco, where we had a very, I don't know what the word would be, tumultuous 12 shows at the Fillmore West. Which we'd ironically been the band to reopen the Fillmore West in 1994, when we were 100%. But in that gig, the shades of things to come, the speaker column fell over and smashed about 3 of James's guitars. And we were told, we were given this great distinction: you will be the band that will reopen the historic venue that hosted Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin and the Grateful Dead. And we were like, great. So we were very excited and very honored because a lot of those bands were our heroes. And then we got there and we realized that we hadn't been invited to the real opening, which was the night before, which was a private event. So all the celebrities and all the press went to that. And so we were like, oh, okay. And then we were playing with the legend on the bill, who hated us because we were too loud. For some reason, we came back. I can't do the math right now. 13 years later, have another bad time. And if you've ever seen the All Goes Wrong documentary, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I wrote the song at the time, trying to reconcile with what was my version of the Smashing Pumpkins in my head versus the version that was being thrown at me by the new audience that was empowered by social media to lend their voice strongly to who I should be and what kind of band I should be. And even though the band they wanted me to be in, I'd never been in before, and it was some sort of reductionist version of the band that I'd been in, but that's okay. The fact that we used to do 45-minute versions of Silverfuck, we're lost in them. Because God forbid we were playing 23-minute versions of Gossamer. Which now fans want to hear, and then they didn't want to hear it. Once again, proving my point. But anyway, I digress. So this song was my attempt to reconcile with this contrasting opinion. Of course, in my mind, my opinion is the only one that matters, but we all know that's not true, as years have dictated. And I'm cool with that. I'm actually okay with it at 52 years old. I'm quite grateful and I'm okay with the balance between the desires of the audience and myself. I think that's what makes great rock and roll. If it's too balanced this way, it becomes overly indulgent. If it's too balanced this way, well, we all know what happens. Look at the world. They can't sing, they can't dance. I'm sure they can't fuck, but they're still up there. So, if you allow me to be serious for a second, and I am being serious now, a couple days ago, someone in the Pumpkins family. Her son was involved in a school shooting. Horrible, of course, and frightening. And what makes it even more insane is that a member of my own family was involved in a school shooting just about a year ago in Florida. Now, they weren't involved directly, but it was in their community. And of course, they knew people who had been affected. And again, horrible. As I said last night, I don't need to say that, but these days, if you don't say things like that, somehow someone will take it the wrong way. So, again, horrible. I'm not trying to disrespect what happened. But as an artist, I found myself yesterday, and still today, struggling with how to reconcile the feelings that I have. And for some reason, this song bubbled up as the song too. So somehow the connection between my song about what I was dealing with in San Francisco reconciles with what I'm feeling today about the state of our country. So I wouldn't say it's a great song. It's not particularly catchy. But sometimes songs just have to be something else. And so this is one of those songs. So I hope you enjoy it. It's called Peace and Love. Yeah! Peace and love aren't fair when you're stuck out there, standing on your own, trying to catch your wave. Even though I will, even if I won't, even when I signal I like to get back home. Ask me what I say, I'll point to the sky. Ask me what I need to tell you all a lie. Just ask me what I need to tell you all a lie. There's a crowd outside calling for our lives. Peace and love, they're here, living in an old school bus. Ask me where I think, I'll say I have to go. Is it this in me that strikes your side so bold? Ask me for tonight, I'll pat you on your back and find a way to one day pay you all right back. I'll find a way to one day pay you all right back. Peace and love ain't fair when you're caught on fire. A bird's nest in my hair and 14 missiles in my gun. So ask me what I think, I'll tell you I owe no one, and leave without another peep or a lie. But tell me what I need to tell you all a lie. Tell me what I need to tell you all a lie. In the redwood pines, they stole out my spine. In this town called Zen, I'm asking where it went. The joke about the fog, the one about your dog, the one about where we all seem to get along. Lifted from the mines and sifted from my mouth, a blessing so you'll never have to dig back down. Blessing so you'll never have to dig back down.
defeat, fearing what comes next. At my master's feet, but on the Mount of Lazarus, ask me what to do, I'll just point to you and ask you what I need to tell you all the truth. Take the second look, imagine what's been wrong. Imagine if we wanted, we'd all get along. Imagine if we wanted, we'd all get along.